Capricorn, how you doing? I keep hearing Jula Taxi or Shirley. Something to do with Shirley Temple? I don't know. Or a temple. I'm also hearing the rock band, also Stone Temple Pilots. So you might be a pilot. You might be going looking for a TV show or a pilot. Something like that. Or you're going abroad or on a plane or to Spain. Okay, but someone could be abroad at this time. Okay, on a plane to Spain or somewhere like that. Okay, because I'm hearing Stone Temple Pilots. But they're saying something about a pilot. Okay, so you might be going for a flying lesson or something like that. I don't know. Or someone is basically just going abroad. But what started your channel stuff, what I was hearing for a start, was Jula Taxi. So someone that could be from France. Okay, someone's travelling within your energy here. Could be you or someone else. I don't know. Brother, sister, mother, sibling. I don't know. Yeah, I keep hearing Jula Taxi, like taxi. So you could be dealing with Life Path 7, a Cancerian, or you're always running about in the door, out the door, dealing with a Gemini. Don't forget, Capricorn, you can also watch this as Gemini because we're reading numerology. So basically on the top of a Gemini card is also a 6, as well as yourselves as Capricorn. When you call out a card, you call out the number. So I read in numerology, basically, okay? So I'm hearing something around a taxi, Life Path 7, a taxi company, or you're dealing with tax. No income tax, Dave, okay, or Rodney, or Trigger, or Del Boy. But basically dealing with tax. Tax this, tax that, taxing this, taxing that. Let's put more tax on it. Paying your tax, looking at your tax returns. It feels like that bills are all coming in and you realise, holy shit, I've got to pay all this tax. So something like that, or you might be a tax attorney, something like that, or you know, you're looking at income tax, all that sort of stuff for a lot of you, Capricorn, this week. Just before we get on, for a lot of you, if you didn't know, I am psychic medium on my channel, a load of stuff. We also do a lot of remote viewing, okay, and at the end of it we look to see if there's a picture that relates to anybody or anything that is in your life. If I say thing, you might be dealing with a Steve or a Stephen. Yeah, then we see, and then we look into these at the end. So anything for Capricorn, anything, well, taxes, that's all they keep saying. Like, I'm looking at my tax. How much tax am I going to get a rebate? Am I paying any tax? Okay. If not, it's a lot to do with around a car. If I say not, you say Pisces swinging on a tree. So, like, if not, then it's something to do around cars. Like paying off a bill for a car. Like, it feels like that everything is stacking up on top of one another. Like, bills, finances, money, Capricorn. How much have I paid? How much do I owe? I'm paying this off. I've got a car. I'm paying that off. They're saying that some of you might be paying off a loan. Okay, so you might have... Okay, I'm also hearing student loan or student grant. So the name Grant or Eddie or Ed, okay? But I'm having to pay off a student loan or grant, okay? Definitely hearing Eddie Grant, but Eddie or Edwina, okay? But I'm having to pay off loan for a car or pay off a old student loan, or like I've bought a load of things and the things that I've bought I didn't probably pay for all at once. So I've, like, I don't know, if you bought things off a club book or off online, could have something to do around a Leo or an Aquarius, okay? And I've bought a load of things online and I'm having to pay off this, I'm having to pay off that, I'm having to look at my tax bill. Tax bill came through, I'm having to pay off loads of different things that you may have ordered. You may have ordered a lot of things with the name Law and Order. So some of you could be going to court, or unless you're just L, Louise, Lynn, Linda and Belinda, Lucy and Louise, Louisiana, Polly Ann, Poles. Anyway, they're just kind of like names. I keep picking up for a lot of you though. I know this is quite mundane and very boring, but I think that's pretty much what your channel messages are relating to at the moment. Okay, it's a lot to do with keeping up the appearance of finances. Okay, I've got a lot of bills to pay. I've got overheads like gas, electric, all that kind of picking up. Like, I've bought this and I've bought that and now I've got to pay it off, and I've got like a loan to pay off, and I've got like a mortgage to and a house to run, and the tax bills coming through. Or you might be like searching through certificates and it's like, have you got a receipt for this? Have you got a receipt for that? Can you prove that you've paid for it? Can you, like, your electric? And if you do things like I do here, okay, if you have a home business, okay, you obviously get tax relief off certain things to do with electric and so on and so forth. Anything that I buy that is electric, okay, also goes on to a, okay, you're running a home business, so you're actual electric, and then anything that is also electric, like cameras, synthesizers and stuff like that, because I also have another business that's related to music, I can also get tax relief off things that are like music related, okay? That's why I opened another business, right? So it feels like business strategies and business mind kind of stuff. I can't pick up anywhere that's to do with your love life at the moment, Capricorn, because all they keep saying is it's to do with money. And for a lot of it, it really could be people that have their own company and business, and it really could be tarot card readers and stuff like that, okay? Where, like, foreign tax. For me, I get absolutely up the wooswanger because I have my tax attorney, believe it or not, and it really is here. If I talk about it and you're bored with me talking about myself, I'm sorry, but it's a message. Because it could be relating to people that are Gemini, okay, or life path 6s, okay. But me, for instance, I have foreign tax to pay. So I get a tax return from America through the money that I earn off Google. So all of that comes through. That's its own tax relief return. So whatever that costs in Britain, which is 230 quid for a tax return, I also have a tax return for the UK, which is another 230 quid. So that's £460 that I have to pay for a tax return, just the return, not how much I owe in tax. Okay, so that's just to get an accountant to look at my books. Okay, so if you guys think that this is cheap, it really fucking isn't. Okay, the more money you earn and having your own business, the more money you spend, and then the more overheads that you also have when it comes to looking at all of these kind of things, right? So any of you guys want to donate any money, it would be very much fucking appreciated because my taxes come up. So that is kind of what I'm picking up for you. Now, it might be a transport company that someone works for here, like Tatiana Rexon. You're right. But like, I work for a transport company and we have a huge company, and because we do, there are big tax returns. Like, if you are people that watch in the background but you don't never comment, that have like majorly big, like people like Alice Tarot, for instance. I think she has a Capricorn, right? She has like, what, 24,000 people watch per video. Trust me, you ask her how much her tax bill is. It's going to be fucking extortionate. There you go, Ali. Nice one. But like, yeah, people like that. Like, if you've got loads of, like, Tyler Tarot, for instance, would have a fucking huge tax bill. Would have a huge tax bill, okay? So, I don't know, people can watch the internet, so there might be people that are tarot card readers that are watching this, that are realising that all their tax bills are kind of come through. How much have I earned? Like personal readings, blah, blah, blah. Going through onto PayPal or Cash App or whatever it is that you use. Transactions, anything that's left a digital imprint. So like, what have I bought that is also digital? Cameras, anything like that. Internet providing software. Okay, like video editing software also goes well on a tax ticket and a tax return. So all I keep picking up, and now you might do this, but for some of you, you might work for a large corporation, okay, and the large corporation is kind of saying to you, okay, what hours did you do, blah, 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 and they're basically doing it, meaning your boss is doing it, okay. But whatever way you look at it, I can't seem to find any other message at the moment, Capricorn, digging through the Akashic archives that are relating to anything other than money and tax return and relief. Turning over a new leaf. So some of you are turning over, they keep saying profit, turning over a large profit, okay, or you are a prophet, okay, which I think there's a lot of false prophets out there, really, that make out, but okay, so it's either a prophecy, okay, or a large profit, okay, that you earn from prophecy. You know? But like, there's also a band there, which is Lost Profits. I'm also, okay, what are they trying to get at? Lost Profit. So that's a band. So you might be into music, VSTs, mixing, mastering. So this just cost me an arm and a fucking leg as well. This Akaya Professional MPC Key 61. So they're saying like you might be getting a keyboard, a synthesizer that is like a profit. Okay, so they do make a synthesizer that's called Profit, right? But like I'm picking up like music related stuff, Profit synthesizers, keyboards, so on and so forth. Looking at how much tax I've paid, all this kind of stuff. Maybe mixing, mastering using Ableton or whichever you do, Fruity Loops, all that kind of stuff. And like, you know, doing what I do for Angel Radio, right? Mixing, mastering, music, production, blah, 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 so on and so forth. All as that is here. That would be myself included because I'm a Gemini moon. And then for you guys that are also doing that. And then I'm also hearing a lost profit. So who is that relating to? Lost profit. I lost profit. I lost the person. Since they're around a Virgo, and I lost a profit. I don't know, something here that has happened that's been extremely expensive, and it cost me an arm and a leg. Okay, it actually cost me an arm or a leg, really? Did someone go in hospital and they lost their leg? This came up in another drawing that I did. I forget which one it is. You're going to have to go back to the drawings, to the drawing board. There was a lot to do with a dragon, face of a dragon, or something to do with doing a balancing act, but also it was to do with around someone's leg that was either like sciatica, blah, 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 but it was also around like amputation, okay, that I've got a problem with my leg, okay. So I'm also hearing like I lost an arm and a leg and it's costing me a small profit to look into hospital bills, medical bills and stuff like that. So like insurances, okay. Don't worry guys, you guys are... The NHS that is in the UK at the moment is absolutely fucked. It is really fucked. You cannot get, for love nor money, an appointment with a doctor here. Okay, we don't run off insurances because doctors and hospitals is way too expensive. So we have a thing called the NHS, but I ain't going to bore you with the fucking ins and outs of it. But since COVID, everything has gone absolutely tits up. 12:12 on the clock, so it must be some sort of message here. So for a lot of you, you might be like myself that is getting really fucking frustrated with trying to find a diagnosis with anything that you've got that could be medical, okay? So it might be like hospitals, appointments and medical stuff, okay? It might be tablets and things. You might be having your £100 fucking thing come through as well. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm just channeling future predictions of shitloads of stuff turning up for me that I've got to pay as well. Anyway, sorry I forget your name. Donated some money towards that. Really appreciate it. You know what your name is. Sorry, I can't think off the top of my head. A guy donated some money to go towards me having to pay this bill. Thank you so much for that. It didn't go unmissed. It's in the PayPal. But like, yeah, like bills just like floating in, thinking, oh fuck, I didn't realise that I haven't paid that £100 fine that was medical. I didn't realise that I haven't paid this off, and then that comes in, and then I've got like a tax bill that comes in, and then I've got to pay the accountant. And then I've also got to pay this as well. And it feels like all of a sudden it's like everything just comes in at once. You're like, Jesus Christ. Right, could be around a Pisces, Jesus. Right, so, no, he's a Capricorn. Well, he was resurrected as a Pisces, just to get over it. Right. But like everything just coming in at once. And like, oh man, I've got a shitload of stuff to pay. Right. So I'm also hearing something around a large... something that could have just gone on that cost a lot of money, okay, like an event that you could have had, an event horizon. So it might have something to do with you ain't going to need any eyes around here, like an Aquarian or a Leo, okay, but like a large event that cost a lot of money, like a wedding, a funeral, or something like that went on through all of the other Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or North Node, or paradox numbers, or channeled stuff, was about these events that were coming up that cost a lot of money. That is a bill that's going to be coming through on someone where they're like, okay, there's your bill, that's how much it was. And you're like, fuck, really? I didn't realise it was going to be that much, okay? So some of you might be surprised with a something of a bill that gets slapped on and you're like, fuck, I didn't realise it was going to be that much money. Now, I'm hoping for you guys that might be tax relief, where you get like a tax return. But for a lot of you, they're saying like a lost profit. Like, I lost a lot of money through this, or something to do with that. So it might be like court-related stuff, that somebody went to court. Man, I just realised I'm not drawing. Sorry, I'm just channeling. That somebody went to court and they got slapped with a huge fine probably a little bit like Amber and Johnny. Johnny Depp is a Gemini, which is the 6 energy. So, same message for any of you guys out there that are going through that, unless Johnny Depp or Amber's watching. I don't know, they are human beings. But somebody here could have just been slapped with a huge fucking fine and a huge bill to say, there you go, you're now got to pay this amount of money, which is like a huge fucking lot of money, right? And but I don't think I don't think that amount is going to relate to you. I have to channel globally because it's there. So that really could be relating to like a Johnny Depp and Amber Heard court trial, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly Amber gets stuck with like a huge fine and a huge bill. You guys in Australia, I do apologise, but apparently she was trying to pay off a veterinarian in order to get into Australia with dogs. I've been to Australia. The person I went to see was crazy, right? But yeah, you can't take anything into Australia when it comes to like plastic bottles, grass, shoes. Like your shoes have to be completely clean. You can't take animals into Australia, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So that could be a fine. Like I said, this could be where you're like, okay, Amber, bam, there you go. You're now going to prison, or like you're paying this huge fine, and everything like is like piling. The pressure is like piling on top of someone, where everything comes in. I've got court bills. I've got financial bills. I've got like you know, I went to court, took someone to court, may have won or lost, and I have to pay that, and I've got to pay this also, and I'm maybe going to prison, and I'm facing a sentence, and all of that kind of stuff is really what I'm picking up. Like I said, if you're Johnny Depp, well, that's your partner, well, your ex, right? So you might be dealing with this same kind of message where suddenly everything comes into like, oh, shit. Somebody's like, whoop, I spent a load of money, okay? Now, I am also going to talk about problems that a lot of people do suffer with, like myself, that has bipolar, that suffer through a spending disorder, okay, which is really fucking crap to say that when you have bipolar, that you can suffer through a mental disorder of also food, sabotaging food, and indulging in too much food, which is, what do they call it? Sorry, binge eating, okay? That also follows binge buying. So it can mean that it's a disorder within itself. Any of you guys out there suffer through that? Where you buy like large products of something, and then at the end you kind of realise, fuck, it's a mental disorder, it's not a great one. So you could be on that same kind of ticket right here. Now some of you, they're saying that it's a ticket, okay, where it was either a ticket do, and it was a very swanky ticket do, okay, which would be like a wedding, okay, or it might be tickets that you may have got or have got for a band that you want to go and see, or that's something that you have coming up where it will involve these tickets, because they're saying tickets. Now there's two energies here, one for the men and one for the women, which are basically cut from the same cloth. The men look as if they're probably getting tickets as dumper driver ticket, taxi tickets from the government to say that if you want another year to be able to drive a taxi, you're going to have to spend this money on your own taxi license. For some of you, it might be taxi related stuff, like working for children lanyards, having to go to social services and making sure you go for all of the checks and paying all of the money that the government want. Then you've also got the guys that may work on the land where they're looking for digger drivers, JCB digger driving, dumper truck driving, anything that would be relating to like on the roads, Rhodes Island, Louisiana, okay, but like people that work on the road, okay, so that would be like, okay, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. I need a ticket for dumper truck, blah blah blah, and that would also represent the men. I very much doubt women, possible if you're a woman that does that, but I'm kind of putting men in a bracket there that might be looking at having to pay quite a lot of money for a driving ticket. Now, for any of you guys that may be relating to like licenses, unless you're James Bond and you're a View to a Kill and you're a 007, right, there might be something where it's relating to like a license to drive. Okay, so it might be Corey Haim, but like a license to drive. So it might be, I don't really picking up many people that are learning to drive, but it could be taxi related inquiries around a taxi driving. If you're here and if you pass your test for driving, if you want to learn to drive a taxi, that's another license. Okay, so you have to pay for that. It's like £250 here. To become a taxi driver, it's like £250 to £300, and you have to go for its own test. Okay, and blah blah blah. Even though you have a driving license, you still have to take a driving license as a taxi driver, and that has its own certificate and license itself. So you have to pay for that. So for a lot of you, it could be that related. Taxi tickets, driving tickets, dumper driver tickets, band tickets. They're also saying that you might have you might be going to watch, I don't know, does anybody realise that Paolo Nutini's new album just come out? What do you reckon to it, man? I've just been waiting for Paolo Nutini to release a new album for ages. There's probably about 3 or 4 good ones on there, but man, Paolo Nutini, what's going on with that album, bruv? Come on. But, I mean, how on earth do you follow up with Iron Sky and all that? How do you outdo yourself? That's a very, very difficult one, right? But if you guys didn't know, go and check out Paolo Nutini's just brought a new album out, okay? There is a couple of good, three good songs on there. But, like, you might be wanting to go to see him, or you might be wanting to go see a ticket to where you got to pay for to go and see a live band, okay? Or you might be selling it if you've already got it. Right, that's me channeled, finished, done. Okay, so what have we got here? Anything that we can see within the picture? Well, I'm kind of picking up like 3 people follow the herd, so it might be the sheep or Amber. Okay, follow the herd. Okay, there seems to be like a... what's that? Like a dolphin? Picking up like a dolphin here. So, what's that? Dolphin? Roger Daltrey or dolphin? But yeah, so you might be... I don't know, you might be into dolphins. I got no idea. But I'm definitely picking that up as a dolphin, okay? Unless your name's Dollface. You right, Dollface? Are you getting on? But like dolphin. Finlay? Anybody begin like Finn? Okay, Fins. Vincent? Finn? Finlay? Okay. Could be a Gemini. Right, sister-in-law? But like, yeah. You've kind of got this dolphin type sort of thing here, dolphin. So I don't know how that's going to relate to you as a story. I think we looked that way, didn't we? Let's go this way. Seems to be 2 men, original men or something. It's like Mr. Blobby looking that way with a hat on. Okay, someone in a top hat. So there might have been like a very swanky do, like top hat and tails. Could have been someone that got married and there was a lot of like hats. Okay, this could be Johnny Depp that wears like a trilby type sort of hat. Okay, it's definitely what I'm picking up here, someone that wears a top hat. But it might be a top cat, might be Leo or an Aquarian. But like I said, I'm kind of picking up someone that was probably has or was dressed up in like suit and tie with a hat and blah blah blah, and it may have been like a wedding, and that might be the bill that's now slapped onto someone here. Okay, now this person's going in the opposite direction of these two. It feels like that I'm following you and you're going the other way. So you've got 3 energy here, so it could be a Piscean or a life path 3. I'm picking up like a aboriginal man or something here that kind of like ascending. So for a lot of you, you might be like ascending and you're kind of like going up the scale energy here. Might be something around a Libra possible, but like up here, going up. So some of you are, you're doing well, whatever it is that you're doing, because you're kind of going in the right direction. Someone here is going in the wrong direction, but in that always. What else can I kind of pick up? Pick up like a penguin here, like a pingu, or a penguin. I don't know, but like a penguin head, pecker head, or Peck, or Becca, Rebecca, Richard, Ricky, but Rebecca. I'm picking up. Yeah, that's the main one though there, Maney, someone from Maney. But like, yeah, someone with a top hat. Has one, wears one, or had one, and it's related to something that may have been like a wedding, okay? So, that's Steve doing his channeled kind of stuff. You're right, if you didn't know, I'm a psychic medium and I do loads of weird shit, really. So this one, I actually really like this, and I haven't used this in a while. This is the moment after, and I'm going to see whatever kind of story it was, and if you want to support me as a channel to pay off all these bills that I've got, you might want to join Patron or leave a donation or a Snapchat or something, whatever you call it. Would very much go down very well. But let's just give you a few cards here and just see, because really these are supposed to just be for my patrons, but we're just doing you the channel stuff, but a few cards as well. So what's been going on with Capricorn? What's going on? What's been going on? What's been going on with Capricorn? Well, there you are, loud and proud, horny as shit. So I'm picking up horn. So Guy, Horden. Some of you have just been addicted to ordering a lot of stuff. You may have overspent here, been ordering this and ordering that. And I'm also hearing Audrey Hepburn. Okay, so some of you obviously suffered through gaslighting, and that was Audrey Hepburn that was in Gaslighting, right? The original film, Audrey Hepburn. So I'm picking up the name Audrey, but ordering. Hopefully it's not ordering someone around with demanding. Some of you may have been on demand, which would be like Vimeo and demand, or like you've got like a buy and sell, like demand type sort of stuff, like video, Netflix stuff, demand. Let's see, what's been going on with Capricorn. The Queen of Cups. There's the dolphin. It's funny that I got these out. Look, there's the dolphin. Does that ring a bell, John? Does that ring a bell, John? Where is it? There, look. There it is, the dolphin. I don't know, sometimes I've witnessed some weird shit, right, but the dolphin. So, yeah, so what's that relating to you? So some of you have just met this person or whatnot, it's a new person, but you're in love, okay? You're definitely in love with someone, okay, but you're just like thinking about them all the time. I've been thinking about you, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. I've been thinking about you. Someone's Jewish also. Let's see. Probably thinking about themselves. Let's see. Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune. What's been going on in Capricorn? Well, a lot of spending, okay? A lot of time with your partner for a lot of you. You've been spending a lot of time wondering, feeling and thinking, spending some time with them. I kneel down before thee, Lee, Laura, Lucy. Page of Wands. It's really not... Sometimes some of these cards show me quite a bit, but... some of you have got this new person. You're intrigued about this new person and you're waiting on information. They may not have said anything yet, but you're just kind of like waiting on it. It's like I'm very intrigued. Now you've kind of like... The doors of perception have cleansed and things appear as they truly are. And now the Wheel of Fortune seems to have turned in my favour. All of a sudden, love walked in through my door. So you might be on a DAW, recording contract and music. But like love walked in through my door and suddenly this new person, and I can't help but obsess about this new person that's left me intrigued. When will I see you again, Glenn? Again, Jen. When will I see you again? They've been giving you some attention here, Gemini or Capricorn, 6 and 6. So it could be a cross comparison of John Malkovich, Capricorn and Gemini, or you are just like a Gemini watching and you got 6s everywhere. Okay, but yeah, smothered with attention. Okay, there's an embarrassment here, or Barry, but I feel embarrassed. Okay. So some of you are kind of like a little bit shy, or this person's called Jai, or begins with J, but like shy, okay? They're a little bit reserved, but I'm a little bit like, how big's your cock? But like I'm a little bit reserved and a little bit like, oh, this is like flirty type sort of stuff. Don't know why I'm hearing, ooh, I could crush a grape. Grape. Someone's from up north or something like, ooh, I could crush a grape. Grape. But I heard it on the grapevine. Vincent? Vinny? I heard it on the grapevine. Someone heard, oh, it's Amber. Someone heard someone saying something. I heard it. I heard about you on the grapevine, which means someone told me about you. You could be sending people this way. I don't know. But I'm hearing, I heard about you on, by a friend or something, by a lover or a mother that put me on to you. Okay. Like, it was a bit like a blind date, and I heard, like, someone say something about me that got me intrigued in this. And it may be like my mother put you on to this person, or my sister or brother put me on to you. Okay? Turn me on to you. Turn me on like a river. Lorraine? Kelly? Keely? Casey? Cassandra? You right, Cassandra? How y'all getting on, Cassandra? Someone also speak a bit. Yeah, won't say won't do it. Huh? Y'all from like Mexico or Texaco or wherever it is, or someone that's gone there. But I mean, yo, hi, yeehaw, won't call you on fire, ha, That pissed anybody off? You know, Texicans or Mexicans, us, yo, man, we are. Can't wait, we are over here, and y'all. Can't you see what? Yeah, huh? James Brown. Is it James Brown? Huh? What a do? Mac hi. Hey, baby. Yeah. What a yeah. Come and do. Yeah. Pop some beer. Yeah. Whoa. Come on, James. So, I don't know. I'm also hearing the name James. Sit down. Oh, sit down. Oh, sit down. Sit down next to me. Sit down, down. In symphony. Symphony, Sarah, Steve, Sassy. Cynthia says, Cynthia. Oh, sit down. Oh, sit down. Sit down next to me. Sit down, down in sympathy. Anyway, so there you go. That's free. If you want to support me, pay off all this fucking shit that I can't pay. It really would help if any of you just paid something, me attention for a little bit, I don't know. Just giving it a like, share, subscribe, even a dislike really helps. Not really, but it's better that you watch it. Anyway, but if you want to really help and you want to join Patreon, this goes to the full access bundle. This is where I'm going to do your weekly reading with a Divine Arcana cards, or whatever y'all call them, Tyrone, with these. Anyway, so we're going to do that. We're going to do your week reading, and then we're going to clarify them with a little bit of In the Shadows, Dark Messages of Closure, whatever it is that I do, and then clarify them with these and do your weekly reading that I would normally be giving my patrons over on Patreon. Okay, so that's what you're going to get. If you want to join, make sure you watch the video first. And make sure also you read the blog posts. If you want to join the teaching tier that I also do, we probably do about 4 to 5 to 6 maybe teaching stuff throughout the month. And we bung them over there, and there's probably about 32 over there at the moment. If you want to join the teaching tier, we also do that. It teaches you everything, all of my spiritual knowledge for the last 16 to 17 years. We cover every avenue when it comes to stuff. But if you want to join that, you can take a look. Tells you all about it below. Okay? All right, guys, thanks very much. Really appreciate it, and I will see you soon.